This is part two of the Zach Costello, Andrew Wilson discussion, and this is going to focus mostly on the end, where Andrew really gets something wrong. Andrew seems to have a moment of grace with Zach.
You know, it takes guts to at least defend the position, and so I'm going to give credit where credit's due.
Within a few minutes, this will devolve, and he will call Zach a f***er. On the way there, we will journey through Andrew's mind as he presents how Candace Owens is, well, more closely aligned to Israel than Tyler Robinson. And of course, he's mockingly inferring that she most likely profited off Charlie's death. And, that's how stupid it gets. So here we go.
I do a lot with regard. There is currently more evidence that Candace Owens is linked to Israel than there is Tyler Robinson is.
And so at the end of the discussion, Andrew has gotten excited and overconfident. Him tying this together, he's mocking Zach and he's having fun. But the seriousness of it is this. The Israel narrative in the Charlie Kirk case comes from Turning Point USA and Charlie Kirk himself. Andrew Colvett turned over the text stream to the feds because he thought they were very important. He thought they were germane to the case, that these Jewish donors were bullying Charlie. He got on the phone with Candace Owens and Tucker Carlson, telling them to lay low. He told Candace it should have been her. And many people were speaking on media outlets that they were, leads about foreign involvement. Harrison K. Smith posted on X before the assassination. He posted this: "I'm not going to name names, but I was told by someone close to Charlie Kirk that Charlie thinks Israel will kill him if he turns against them." So the Israel narrative was Turning Point USA's narrative before it was Candace's. They just abandoned it.
Tyler Robinson wants him dead, right? Who profited the most off of his death? It wasn't Erica Kirk. I would say Candace Owens, who has all this link to Israel,
Andrew, come on,
had
man.
way more.
Erica,
yes, he really said that, and it was pretty stupid.
Erica Kirk and Turning Point USA profited way more off of Charlie Kirk's death.
Not individually, they didn't.
This is just false. Look, Andrew Wilson cannot demonstrate a pay cut to Erica Kirk or the Turning Point USA crew around her. He is flat out just making things up.
That the state's case has definitely been hampered by Candace Owens' interference and her minions' interference. Definitely looks conspiratorial. She's definitely working with many high prolific content creators who have ties to Qatar. They have ties to Israel. They have ties to Iran.
I would love to see Andrew Wilson's evidence that Candace Owens hampered the state's case. Oh, and he forgot to present evidence that someone was tied to Iran. So after these facetious arguments and stuff and, him screwing up about who profited the most, that was a terrible lie, he overcompensates and he calls Zach a f***er.
That scenario is very easily debunked.
That's right, because there's no proof for it. F***er.
I wish Andrew Wilson was man enough to channel his brilliance and aggression into why the state has cherry-picked the digital evidence and not reached any conclusions on how these people had foreknowledge about Charlie Kirk's assassination. He won't. He doesn't care.